think we're ready to go. I think we are. Let me see if I can find us. No. Okay, let's see now if I can find us. There we are. See if I can get the link out. Yes, today they let me get the link out. Yesterday, not so much. Good morning, Doreen. I'm gonna eat this little mint that's sitting here. I'm so hungry this morning. There's no food in this house, and I tried to get up early to go get food. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. But I do have one thin mint. I'm eating it. Good morning, Jedi. Good morning, Chris. All right, let's start with shameless plugs. Let's start early here. Look how pretty my little jar of brushes looks. Isn't it so pretty? I love this little jar. Okay, well, thought I'd share that. Shameless plug time. Here it is, the website, creatorofcuteness.com. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Arlene. Who'd I miss? I did not miss Dieta. Yep, creatorofcuteness.com. That's where you find all the goodness. All the goodness. All the classes, books, collage elements, burnishing tools, watercolors. So much. So much. All right, let's talk about book club first, because it's tomorrow. Is it Thursday? It is, yeah. So tomorrow is book club, and we are reviewing a book this month, and then we are playing from the inspiration of that book. Hi, Carmen and Shari. So we are doing the 7th session of the Creative Book Club. We have it tomorrow, which is September 26th at 10 a.m. There was a time change for this one. There was a time change because my daughter's memorial for her dog was at 4, and then she changed it to Sunday, but I'm not changing this back. We're sticking with 10 a.m. So you get 4 months, and there is a book review each month, and then for the next month, right, just October, I think, and then we're done with our book club, which is the No Excuses art journaling book that we've been playing in for a year. So the way book club works is we review a new creative book each month. We learn a new technique from that book, or we make a project that's inspired by that book, which is what we're doing tomorrow. And we have September and October. We will finish our year-long play in the No Excuses art journaling book. And it's $30 for the 4 months, which makes it $7.50 a month. It's affordable. I mean, I think it is. And so we're finishing this up for, I think October is our last month, but I'll have to double, triple check. I may have to do November as well. I don't know for sure. But this is the book we've been playing in for a whole year. A whole year. Crazy cool. And then I pick a new book each month that we review and we get inspired by and we play in. This is more of an inspirational book. It's just an art book, which I thought was gorgeous. It's by Alan Crawford. So tomorrow what we're going to do is, because the book is filled with beautiful lettering, we're going to do some lettering and we're going to do some collage. And we're going to do a fall theme. You can do it if you're in book club. You can do this on a canvas, a piece of wall art. You could do it in a journal page. Up to you. Whatever you want to do. So that's book club. Oh, thanks you guys about the color of my cabinets. They are amazing. He's coming this morning to spray the second coat, and then tonight he's coming to put on one coat of sealer. And then tomorrow we get the second coat of sealer. And then next week, I think we have the weekend off. I'm not sure. Then next week they're going to come put in the granite countertops. The tile goes after the granite, which I think to me that's backwards, but it's none of my business. And then we have decided to put in some can lights, which we bought a couple of days ago. I want a lot of light in there. A lot. A lot. We bought 12, because you can buy can lights like individually, or a box of 6 or a box of 12. We bought a box of 12. And I'm going to tell that electrician, aka the husband, to put them all in. I want them all in the kitchen because I want that to be as bright as it is right now. It's bright and it's beautiful. All right, so Journal Play Day is next. Our October Journal Play Day is this coming Saturday, September 27th. We make our October book in September. Then for our November book, we make that in October. And for our December book, we make that in November. It's $25 for the 3 months, which makes it $8.33 a month. And I am jam-packing these next couple of months because I think it's the last of Journal Play Day. I don't know, I keep going back and forth. I just did November, which makes me so happy. I love fall. But, you know, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing any under-counter lighting. My husband asked about that, Barbara. I don't really cook or do that much. I just want it light when I walk in there. So I can get my snack out of the fridge. Okay, so this is October's. You get the collage element for October. You get the mini pumpkins for October. You get the large pumpkin background for October. You get the striped for October. And I think that's it for October. And then what I did also for October was I gave you some of last year's art, and the year before, and the year before. So that is October. Yesterday, the entire day and night, because my husband had to go for a sleep study, so I was left alone with the dogs. And it was kind of a weird day and night because there was a homeless guy sleeping out by the mailbox with no shoes on and no shirt on, and he was just kind of like rocking back and forth. Our neighbor called the police. I don't know what happened. So I just was kind of in a weird space last night when my husband wasn't here to protect me. Like, I guess I think he would do that. Anyway, I did November's art, and I love this one. I had so much fun doing this one. So much fun. I scanned this without all the detail, and then I scanned it with the detail, so you can have both. This is the collage element, which I also love. I love all the leaves. I love all the sunflowers. I did a sunflower girl. I did primitive sunflowers that match the primitive sunflower background paper, which will be pretty. I don't want to fold it because I need to glue it more, but it'll make a great journal cover just like that. Or you could cut it up or whatever. So anyway, I did the primitive sunflowers that match that. Then I did these sunflowers. This one I really like. It says blessed, thankful, grateful. And if you don't want the words there, you could color it in. Lots of acorns and leaves And then I did a seed packet for sunflower seeds. Seeds of Hope. It's a blessed variety of hope. I like that. And then I did the circles page, which goes so pretty with all of the backgrounds. I mean, isn't it just pretty? And then I did this one, just because I wanted to use it, but I'm not sure I'm going to. But I will scan that one. And then I did this one. So you do get some oranges in here and some yellows. And I really like all of them. I do. I like them all. So I think I'm going to have to print out several pages of this because I'm going to need a lot of sunflowers and a lot of leaves. So that's for November. No, it's not up on the page yet. I just finished drawing it last night. Hold your horses. It will be there. Oh, and you get this one, of course, in black and white and in color. Of course. All right, so that's October and November, and December is coming. I haven't even thought about it. Then let's talk about this. Penny Similink, I think that's how you pronounce it, created our prompts for us with an Excel spreadsheet for the month of October. And I did a little creative licensing with it because her prompts are so cute. They were a month of monster movies. I had to go through and take out a couple of the monster movies, like The Exorcist. I can't handle scary, May the Power of Christ Compel You movies, although I can quote that movie more than any other because it scared the living daylights out of me when I was 16 years old. I probably was 15 years old. I don't know why my parents let me see it, but I did. I saw it at the Montrose Theater, just one of those little teeny tiny theaters with my friends. I slept on my parents' floor for at least 5 weeks, at least, maybe more. Scared the living daylights out of me. I still can't watch like The Omen, The Exorcist, any of those things that have to do with religion and horror. Can't do it. Can't do it. So I took a little creative license and added some other movies like Frankenweenie, Rocky Horror Picture Show. And Penny did it so amazing. She got, and I did not. I altered hers a little bit. But she had like the Addams Family, she has Morticia Addams quote and then a Wednesday Addams quote. No, I think I added this Wednesday Addams quote. Anyway, she had who does the quote, who said the quote, who the quote's by, as well as the quote itself. I got so excited to do this because it's going to be mostly lettering. I'm really excited, and I know you guys have been asking for lettering, so we're really excited. Really excited. Carmen says 3 months of not sleeping at 7 years old. Did you see that at 7 years old? Oh, Stacy said Children of the Corn is the movie that terrorized me the most as a kid. I never saw it as a kid. I saw it as a teenager, and it scared the living daylights out of me. Anyway, we're going to do mostly lettering. I'm really excited, and I think we're going to do more mixed media than we are going to do drawing, because this month was all drawing, and I'm frankly tired of drawing. So I think we're going to play with mixed media. I don't know what the substrate is yet. Penny gave me an idea for a book that would be like an accordion book, but I'm kind of going with a box. I like the boxes at Halloween, or maybe a trick-or-treat bag, and then just cards that stack up into it. So I'm pretty excited. Monster movies. My favorite of all times is Young Frankenstein. There are so many quotes I could do from Young Frankenstein. I had to change them. I'm sorry, Penny. But I did, "Hello, handsome. You're a good-looking fellow. Do you know that?" Do you remember that quote? How about Abby Normal? How about put the candle back? How about rollin' the hay? Roll, roll, roll in the hay. Anyway, pretty excited. All right. I have not cut my bowl. I have not cut my paper yet. Not my bowl. I have not cut my paper. Sorry. My bowl is getting really dirty and I haven't even been using it except to trace. Okay. Arlene says, love, love, love Young Frankenstein. I love it too, so much. Young Frankenstein truly was one of the best movies of all times, I think. And I tried to get a quote from Frankenstein because I know there's a quote about that the little girl says to Frankenstein, maybe not from the book, or maybe it is from the book. Anyway, it's something about flowers. I tried to find that quote, I could not, but I'm going to do a little more research. We may change some of those others as we get closer. Terry says, I don't do scary either. I know a lot of you guys don't do scary. Bye, Carmen. I think we're Carmen's wake-up call in the morning now, and she leaves after she's here for a minute, and then she goes away. If I can cut 2 of these, I'm gonna. Can I cut 2 at one time? I think I can. I mean, there's some, like The Shining. I did do the quote from that because it's just too good not to. And then the one with Caroline, whatever the little girl is from Poltergeist, where she says, they're back. And she's staring at the TV set, because I could just picture how to do that one. With the white noise. Remember the white noise that used to go on your TV in the middle of the night? Now all you have is religious people and people selling diamonds and insurance and LifeLock and bed frames in the middle of the night. Palma says, we are huge Young Frankenstein fans here. He's going to be very popular. Remember that one? That's a great quote. I found a girl to do my tattoo. I'm so, so, so excited. She's going to come to the house. She has a mobile tattoo parlor. And I have to decide which one to do. I just don't know yet. I do love this right here. So I'm going to combine several of these. I can't decide which Y. I kind of like this Y. I don't like this ma'am. I like this ma'am. I also love this Y. Might have to do that one. Anyway, pretty excited. She's coming in October. She's seen my lettering. She knows what I want. She's coming to the house. And then I think she has a van. So I think I get in her van, which is a little creepy. But I think I'll be okay. Let's find a cool piece of paper. Oh, could we do this? Will this fit on this? Nope. Will it fit on this? That's pretty. Nope. I don't think I have anything big enough. Well, these might be big enough. I don't like that. How about this? Oh, that's gonna be good. The tattoo you guys are gonna be able to see every day because it's gonna go right here. I wanted it to go down into here. I wanted it to go onto my, like, start right here and go onto my palm and my finger. But with the psoriasis, I don't want to do that. Stacy says, I've been saving all my watercolor paper scraps from making circle records all month. I'm going to try to make homemade paper. Well, Stace, I hope you bought a new blender just to make your paper. Do not use your home blender. I made the mistake of that. That was the one and only time I made paper and I had to throw my blender away. But they have them at thrift stores, so sure you'll be fine. I like the paper that they make with junk mail. And then I also like when they throw like flower petals in and glitter. I have not been saving scraps this month. But I think my craft room is just about clean enough for me to go back to it. And now it's getting cold, so I don't know if I'm going back down there right now. Can you guys hear those roosters? So many neighbors right now have roosters and they're driving me crazy. All right. Do you know what we're doing today? Does anybody know what the prompt is besides me? Ugh, roosters. Well, I'm going to show you. What does this say? Kathy says, I love it. I have one on my forearm of my mother's handwriting of something she always said. You only have as much fun as you make. I want to see that. I love that. I wish I could have had this in my mom's writing and my dad's writing. I wish there was a way like you could, with ChatGPT, this would be a great thing. You could put in your handwriting and then it could make a font of your handwriting from just you writing something. I mean, I know they make one, but I don't have my dad doing the entire alphabet. You know what I mean? I only have his handwriting from like prescriptions and stuff that he wrote. All right. So do you know what we're doing today? Do you? I know. Where's a pencil? We are doing, oh, I got to open it up because I don't think this is right. No offense, Stacy. Midnight Train to Georgia. Lyrics. It goes, L.A. proved too much for the man. So he's leaving the life he's come to know. Oh, he said he's going back to find. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. I don't know what to do. I don't want to draw a train. You can't make me draw a train. Please don't make me draw a train. Okay, I'll draw a train. I guess I'll draw a train. Hold on, I'm looking to see if I can find kind of a cute train, but kind of a realistic cute train. Whatever. Oh, that one's kind of cool. It's like a watercolor train. Draw a train, Arlene says. Okay. Let's use a ruler. Let's use a ruler. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Says he's going back to find, oh, a simpler place in time. He's leaving. And she had to give up her whole life. Hold on. Where are the lyrics? It says, and I'm going to be with him, I know you will, on that midnight train to Georgia, because she's leaving everything behind to be with her man. So he hung his hopes And he even sold his own car, bought a one-way ticket back to that life he once knew. Oh, yes, he did. And she's going with him. You know? Better woman than me. I don't really like this train. Hold on, let me see if I can. I thought I had another one. I did have another one. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, well, we're going to put a rectangle here. And then we're going to put another rectangle here, go in this direction. And then we're going to put a half of a circle here, and it's like a backwards R. Can you see that? Kind of like a backwards R. And then we're going to put another line down here and a smokestack. Trains don't look like this anymore. And I don't know why I did it go in this direction. I guess this is the direction for Georgia. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Woo woo! Don't they go woo woo? I think we need to put instead of a coal car, this car is going to have peaches, right? Although they look like strawberries at the moment. It's going to be a coal car full of peaches. I do remember drawing Big Boy. And then we're going to put a caboose, because I love cabooses. Although it should be a car with humans in it, because she's going back to Georgia with him. And this car is going to say Georgia. And this is going to be a caboose. A lot of rectangles and circles to draw a train. But I'm going to give it windows because she's in there with him, going back to Georgia. And then we'll do some, up there. Pat says, I always wanted to be one of the Pips. I wanted to be the Pips, the Temptations, the Coasters, the Drifters, all those guys that did the great dancing. They're just so spot on. Oh, Lisa says nothing like a fresh peach. Heck yeah. Okay, I think we're good for drawing. And let's pick the lyric part that we want. I don't need that. He kept dreaming that someday he'd be a star, but he sure found out the hard way that dreams don't always come true. Oh no. That's what it says. It's funny to read the words. All right, and what did Stacy want us to write? Said he's going back to find a simpler place and time. Now, where is that part? Going back to find simpler. I like that word. That's why it's going to be bigger. Simpler. Where is it? Simpler, not simpler. A simpler place and time. think we'll make time bigger too. And we might make find bigger. Debbie said, I knew when I said coasters, I knew Debbie would chime in. Here's my Debbie story. Debbie says, remember when we had dinner with the coasters on our cruise? Debbie and I were on a scrapbooking cruise together years ago. Debbie, are you still in Hawaii? Because that looked beautiful. Hawaii looked awesome. And they sang, Cupid, lay down your bow. Isn't that how that song goes? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, Debbie and I were... Oh, Bugsy, you scared me. I almost just messed up my wheel because of you. Anyway, Debbie and I were on a scrapbooking cruise together, and the coasters were there. And for years, I said it was the Drifters, because I get them confused. Debbie got to sit on the lanai. Is that what it's called? Like, it's the patio that's outside. Wherever they stayed, wherever you stayed, Debbie, looked phenomenal. Because you could just sit on the deck and look at the ocean from wherever their room was. It looked amazing. Did you go to Ben Franklin? Because the Ben Franklins there are amazing. At least that's what I've heard. All right. Pretty much like my train. You stayed with your sister? Can I go stay with your sister? I invite myself to so many places, and people always say, sure, and then I don't go. But I'll keep inviting myself just because it's fun. Uh-oh, I think the painter guy's here. That means it's going to get loud and compressor-like. He said he would call before he came, but that's all right. Every train needs a heart on the front, don't you think? Is that kind of the shape of a peach? My peach is usually a rounder. That one's a little bit heart-shaped. And now they're looking like pumpkins. If you stack some behind the other ones, maybe it'll be better. When I paint them orange, they're really going to look like pumpkins. Oh well. What can you do? He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on a midnight train. Uh-oh. Messed that wheel up. I overshot that. Then Jennifer says the door is always open to you. Thank you. Do you live in Hawaii, Jennifer? I don't think so. Aren't you in Oklahoma? Where are you? Well, I appreciate it. I'm probably not going to come. Don't hold your breath. Here's the thing. I have so many friends, family, whatever, always says, you're welcome to stay with us. I would say the same thing. Not when I'm having a kitchen remodel, but I have a hard time going and staying at people's houses because I'm pretty independent. I would love the bed and, a place to stay, but then I don't want anybody to go out of their way to make me breakfast or dinner or make the sheets and the blankets and pillows and all that. I would feel bad. I don't like this ruler thing. I'm going to make my track a little crooked and skinnier. Much more better. Dallas. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. My daughter-in-law's in Fort Worth, so I sent her, does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? And I told her to go to the Stockyards, and she's like, what's that? Anyway, she's not going to the Stockyards. Leaving on a midnight train. I loved Dallas. When I used to go, when I had my store, I've told this story a million times. I'm telling stories over and over and over because there's just no new stories. When I had my store, I used to go to Dallas twice a year to the gift show, and they have the best gift mart ever. It's big buildings with little individual office spaces that are made up to look like mini shops, and you go in and you buy stuff for your store. Well, I had the best time in Dallas every time I went, but this one time I went with one of the girls that worked for me, Julie, and we were on, like, we started at the top, probably went to the 10th floor or however many floors there are, and we worked our way down. And at every when you got on the elevator and you came down to the next floor, right? You got off the elevator and there was a margarita machine on each floor. Let's just say 10 floors. And I'm from California, and we don't do stuff like that in California. But what a brilliant idea, because when you're spending money, and, you know, we're talking thousands of dollars for each order that you place because you're buying 12 of this, 24 of that, whatever. And we were buying for Christmas. And by the time we got to all the good showrooms, we were looped. And that's what they wanted you to do. They wanted you to drink so that you would shop like crazy. And let me tell you what, it was the best year of sales I ever had. It's where I bought Beanie Babies for the first time. It's where I bought Midwest Imports. I know you guys don't know these names, but Midwest Imports. Oh my God, such cute stuff. Those little houses. Do you remember the Halloween houses and the Christmas houses? Oh, we had all of that. And I came home and my mom's like, I'm just guessing here. My mom did my bookkeeping. And she was like, Lindsay, what the heck? $30,000? You spent $30,000 on Christmas stuff? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in so much trouble. Even though we weren't really partners, we kind of were partners. So I knew I was in trouble. I'm like, but they gave us free alcohol. And then we had like this amazing Christmas season. And my mom was like, okay, I get it. Go back and drink. So the next year we went to Atlanta to the gift show instead of Dallas. There was no alcohol. I did not have the best Christmas that year. But I can tell you that Ronald Reagan was in the White House. And it was the 80s, and life was different. And we had discretionary money. Do you remember discretionary money to buy dumb little trinkets and stuff? Well, it's true. We did. I probably should have made these windows go the other way. It looks like a jail. Anyway, Denise says, I remember the days of going to trade shows. Oh my. And some of them I worked for. Oh, AccuQuilt. Oh my God, I remember AccuQuilt. And that was fun with Eleanor Burns one year, but you are right. It's overwhelming and you can spend a lot of money. I used to go home and cancel orders, you know, because once you place the order, it doesn't get actually placed for a while. And so sometimes I would have to go home and cancel. Not that year. I wish I could tell you exactly what we had, but Beanie Babies were it was a saving grace moment for my store. It was after rubber stamping and before scrapbooking. And after the sticker craze kind of played out. We always had classes and birthday parties at my store, so that saved us a lot of the times. This is such a paper rabbit design that I'm drawing here. We used to draw trains all the time for little boys on their stuff. I do think I want to use the glaze pen. Where's the other glaze pen? Oh, somewhere. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. It's the only line from that song I know. I think I'm going to erase this and watercolor it first. I think we're going with black. And then we'll put the lettering back in there after I watercolor it. Uh-oh. All my pens fell. Hold tight. Sorry, Bugsy. That was loud. I apologize. Sorry, Bugsy. Sorry, Woody. Sorry, you guys. Okay. And I think we'll do a peach on here. So when I draw the peaches, that's a much better peach than those are. Let's do the train track also. That's my honey blowing down the deck out back. Because he's painting the deck before the rain comes next week. We have 2.5 days of rain coming. The excitement is overwhelming. Did your worker friend ever show up? Yeah. No, not the friend. We hired a guy who's actually, we do know him. He's a vintage trailer guy from days past in the vintage trailer world. And yeah, we know each other. He's the best, really. He's retired, but he came out of retirement for us. Oh no, this is cardstock, isn't it? Aw, bummer. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm gonna end up with lines here. So we have a dumpster coming next week. It's kind of exciting and kind of scary. Have you ever had a dumpster come? And I'm just going to start throwing shit out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to start throwing stuff out. I've already started going through, not really, most of my stuff I take to the Goodwill or hospice. I take it mostly to hospice. But there's some big items that are leaving that probably hospice doesn't even want. All right. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. I can't help myself with rainbows, you know? I cannot. Whenever I see something that's divided off like that, it just has to be a rainbow. It just does. I can't help it. I can't help myself. Of you and nobody else. Sugar pie, honey bunch. That looks like a peach. I didn't even have to do too much. Peaches. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches. So I watched, I don't know which one I watched. David Letterman, Stephen Colbert, Walter Cronkite, Johnny Carson, some late night show the other night. I watched one of them with Priscilla Presley. Has anybody seen Priscilla Presley recently? Because if I was her, I would not leave the house. She had some really bad plastic surgery. Really bad. I mean, she had some really bad plastic surgery a while ago, but now it's over the top bad. It's like Cher had some good plastic surgery, but Priscilla, I really would not leave the house if I was her until I got it fixed. I mean, she has money to get it fixed, doesn't she? She's Priscilla Presley. And she just, listening to her talk, she just sounds clueless about things. I don't know. She was such a beautiful woman, I think. I just don't see it anymore. It's her lips. Yes, she does look like the Joker, Barbara. Why? Doesn't she have people around her who can help her? She should go to whoever Cher went to, because Cher looks like she looked when she was 25. She looks the same. And just the things she had to say, she just seems so clueless. I don't know how to explain it, but I hate that color green, I can tell you that much. And I'm really mad that I used cardstock for this. Johanna says her lips. Yeah. Her lips, her cheeks. Oh no. She really should have asked somebody for help. She's got to have people that work for her. Barbara says, I don't think you can undo it. Can't you get more plastic surgery? Just don't get plastic surgery. It's bad. You can quote me on that. You'll never see me getting plastic surgery. Although, I will say, my mom had plastic surgery when I was young, because the bags under her eyes were so bad that she couldn't see. So that was kind of different. That was necessary plastic surgery. And my friend Sharon Tsuneshi, whose mom was Japanese, she had plastic surgery because she had her eyes were so closed. Do you know what I mean? That she couldn't see either. Arlene says it looks like she's wearing a mask. Yes, it does. Stephen Colbert. She was on Stephen Colbert. That's where I watched her. Very sad. And if I was him, I would have a hard time looking at her. Okay, I wish I had left this more black and white because I'm not liking any of this color. But I'll fix it. And look at, I got blue right there. Oh well. Jane Fonda had the best plastic surgery. Yeah, she did. Really good. You're right. But not at first. It looked really weird at first, right? This whole page is a wrinkled mess. The peaches look really cute. Does this work? Yeah. Where's the words? Is this dry? I don't think it is quite dry. I think Cher had good plastic surgery too. Meg Ryan, not so much. Kenny Rogers had plastic surgery and it ruined his looks. Why don't I remember that? Okay, what am I looking for? Said he's going back to fine. No barking, Bugsy. And Woody. Dogs are going crazy because they hear dogs barking. I'm thinking of doing a year-long lettering course next year. I'm thinking of it. I haven't decided yet. Don't know what I was doing there with that F. Oh, but I love that N. Cheryl says, love who you are. Yep. What would you love? What did I say that you would love? Oh, I love that M. It's really nice now that I'm not shaking as much. It makes it so much more fun to do lettering. Oh, yes, to the lettering course. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to. I have so many people now out of the country who can't buy the lettering books. And they really want lettering classes. And I do have those classes on Vimeo. But I think really we need something that takes us a little further than that. Oh, I hate that M. What can you do? What can you do? All right. I don't hate that as much as I hate all of this. I think Pamela Anderson looks good. No? She doesn't have any makeup on. That's why. She's gone all natural. Like so many of them have done. And I admire that. Did she have plastic surgery? I think it's just that she's gone natural. And I kind of love her with Liam Neeson. Kind of do. Not gonna lie. Oh, I can't find anything in this bag. I just started listening to a podcast about P. Diddy. And man, what a train wreck. A train wreck. Color's this? Red. Yes, that's red. What? I listened to another one about this girl named Amanda C. Riley. Does anybody know her story besides me? Man, oh man. Talk about a train wreck. She scammed millions of people out of millions of dollars, saying that she had cancer. It was back in the early 2000s. It was all over the news. And she would faint in church even though she wasn't fainting. She was acting. It was awful. What a horrible human. Horrible, horrible human. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, well, I guess I like this better now. I'm not still so excited about all of that up there. Purple. Purple. Violet blue. Oh, this is one of those teeny tiny brushes. I listened to a podcast yesterday with Michelle Obama and her brother. They have a podcast where they just talk about whatever. And they had Barack on, and he was saying how much he hates ketchup. And it was really funny, because he said ketchup is for kids, that you need to grow up and not eat ketchup anymore. And he said when people put ketchup on a hot dog, it makes him sick. And I'm like, me too. I felt the exact same way. I'm sorry, Bugsy. I want to do something super skinny down here if I can. But I don't have a super skinny pen. Where are my super? Oh, here it is. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, wait, gray. Maybe gray. This one. Is that gray? Yes, gray. I just want lines through this. And it'll take a while. So get ready. I think I'm going to go directly through the lettering. Not sure yet. Yep, going through the lettering. No, I changed my mind. So where the lettering is open, I'm not going through it. But I like it. Oh, Woody, you're tickling me. Stop. Woody, stop. Woody, out. Thank you. I don't know where I was. If I don't know where I was, you aren't going to know where I was. Hi, Kevin. Congratulations on your new teaching job. That's exciting. I figured you wouldn't have as much time to doodle, but it's an honorable thing that you're doing. Children need good creative teachers. Conference period. I remember those days. Do you have conferences already? Are your kids gonna like sing in choirs like in fancy places? I remember our kids in high school, the Madrigal group went to Germany or somewhere and sang. I always wanted to be part of that, but I certainly can't sing. But I did want to go to Germany. I was always jealous of them, wherever they went. I can't remember. Might not have been Germany. But it was somewhere. Might have been Disneyland, now that I'm thinking about it. I think a lot of choirs sing at Disneyland. Or they used to. Do they still? Okay, well, I'm much happier about this bottom section now with these lines through it. That looks good. Middle school choir. Kevin says, thanks. 150 7th and 8th graders. No conferences yet. Yes, I have 4 choirs. Oh, that's so fun. Maybe one day you'll have a famous kid and they'll thank you. Like I always see these kids go back to tell their art teacher or their drama teacher how much they changed their lives. And maybe that will happen to you. I think that's the coolest. One of my very favorite movies of all times is In and Out with Kevin Kline. Does anybody know that movie? I have several all-time favorites that probably you've never heard of. That one, and I love French Kiss. Does anybody remember French Kiss? And what was the other one called with Marissa Tomei? The One and Only or something? Where she was destined from the Ouija board to marry Damon Bradley. Does anybody remember that? When she was a kid, she was playing with the Ouija board with her sister, and it said she would marry Damon Bradley. And it was with Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. He was so cute in it. Kevin says, yes, I'm going on a cruise with the high school choir in January. Oh, that's so cool. Do you have an art teacher at your school? I think that was supposed to be my calling, was an art teacher, but I never did it. Almost done. Then we can go back and look at our train. Okay, done with that. Gonna take our gray and highlight all of this lettering. This is just a Marvy dual tip because it's got 2 tips. Brush marker. You have 2 art teachers? Kevin says, that is the reason for my job change. I want to make a difference in this world and encourage creativity, music, art, theater, and dance. Kevin, don't make me cry. You're one of the good humans. You're going to make a difference. I hope you get the next big thing in your class. And even if they're not the next big thing, I think music, art, what'd you say, theater, and dance is what this world needs more of, but that's just me. And so many kids that are struggling in other aspects of school, like myself, could find their way through all of that. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. All right. Now we're going to use the lighter gray. Oh, well, I guess it's not lighter. It's still very dark. I just want to do a lot of gray and white. There's the lighter. That's not working. No worky. That's working. I do like the gray and the black and the white in here. On that midnight train to Georgia. I'm still singing, Kevin. Even though I wouldn't make it in your choir past whatever. You can't stop me from singing. Bugsy, what are you eating now? Okay, well, I like this a lot. now. I did not like it before. Do I have a white pen here or no? I do. It's my husband painting the deck. Did I already say that? He's painting the deck. He won't let me help do anything anymore since I went to the allergist and basically found out that my lung capacity is 0. Oh, now it's getting so much cuter. Hey, I watched The Golden Bachelor last night. Did anybody watch that, or have you watched it? I tried to watch the first one. I could not. It made me want to throw up. But then when I found out these women's ages, it made me want to throw up even more because they're all like my age. He was born the same year as me, 1958. And man, does he look good. Of course, he is athletic, and I never, ever have been athletic, which is a problem in, size-wise. I don't even exercise. I'm a big girl, proud of it. And I eat a lot, and I'm happy. So, there you have that. But man, some of these women, they look amazing, but a lot of them have had so much plastic surgery, again back to the plastic surgery, that it's not even funny. And the ones that didn't have plastic surgery, he kicked off right away. That's our back piece. And I'm going to write okay. What time is it? Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay. I think I'm done anyway. No, I'm not quite. Just a few more white dots. And white in the centers of all of these letters, I decided. No color. Yeah, Denise, he is kind of pond scum for saying that he only wanted women that were between the ages of 35 and 45 or something like that. Isn't that what he said? And then those women over 60. I love the lady who was, she rode her bike. She had the really short hair. She was 70 something. She looked hot. Amazing. I was very proud of her. But he kicked her off, I mean, I knew he would. She wasn't the bimbo looking ones that he wanted. But I did love the bomb expert from Nevada, Las Vegas. Bomb diffuser. But I don't think I'm going to watch it. I'm done watching it. I watch the beginning of these shows and then I'm done. Okay. Well, I haven't finished the back yet, but I will. So there we go. Not done till the white pasta comes out. What does that mean? Did I fall asleep? Did I miss something? Okay, well, anyway, here you go. Midnight Train to Georgia. Said he's going back to find a simpler place in time. Oh, yeah. He's leaving. Oh, jeepers. Oh, well, now I have a double. Ridiculous. Silly, 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 silly. Silly Sally. Well. I have to do one more thing. I have to do these yellow lines. I didn't put any white in there. Okay, now I feel done. All right, you guys. Oh, Pascha, till the white Pascha comes out. I thought you said Pascha, pasta. Anyway. Okay, bye. That's it. Going in the book. Oh, remember yesterday's? It was really fun. All right, there we go. And there we have it. Have a great day, you guys. I'm a little late. I'm sorry. Who knew that that one would take so long? I didn't even color everything. All right. Love you. See you tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Oh, landslide. Stevie Nicks. Yes, we all need some Stevie Nicks in our life right now. She's the only thing keeping us going. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.